third graders. So today we're going to be looking at elapsed time using a linear model and set model using the Make 60 approach. So first let's look at our problem. It says, Cameron goes to band practice at 3 o'clock p.m. He does not get out of practice until 6:45 p.m. How long was he at practice for? So first we're going to look at the problem, and it says how long was he at practice for. So that tells you that we are not just looking for minutes or not just looking for hours, but both. So using our linear model, we are going to start. So before we get started, I actually want to review our some misconceptions that we could have using a linear model. And so right here it says 12 o'clock, and then it says 15, 30, 45, and then 1. And so I just want to make sure that y'all understand that it's 12 o'clock, and then the 15 is 12:15, 12:30, and then 12:45, and then we will be regrouping to 1 o'clock, which would be the 60. So we are actually counting 15, 30, 45, and then 60. So those would be the minutes. So looking at our problem again, it says Cameron goes to band practice at 3 o'clock p.m. So we're going to look at 3 o'clock p.m. right here. And this is our start. He does not get out of practice until 6:45. So we can go ahead and find 6:45 and mark that as our end. Go ahead and write start and end. So we are going to count the time in between. So if we start from 3, using the Make 60 approach, we could actually jump, since it's 3 o'clock, we can jump directly to 4 o'clock, and then to 5 o'clock, and 6 o'clock. And all of those are 1 hour. They represent 1 hour. And then at 6 o'clock, since we cannot, he ended at 6:45, so we cannot make a full 60 minutes. So we are going to look at the next time that we could go to for the 6:45. So we could jump to 6:15 and then use an additional 30 minutes and add 30 minutes, making 6:45. So that would be 15 minutes and then 30 minutes. And then using a scratch paper, we can add those all up. So we have 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and then it says that we have 15 minutes and 30 minutes. So if we add up these 3 hours, the 3 ones, that would represent 3 hours. And then looking in our ones place for the minutes, we have 5 plus 0 is 5. And then looking in the tens place, we have 3 plus 1 equals 4. So we have 45 minutes. So it would be 3 hours and 45 minutes that Cameron was at band practice. And then using our set model and using the same problem, we can use our time tracker, and so we will start at hours, and our hours, it is 3 o'clock, so 3 hours and 0 minutes. And then, so our time elapsed would be our start, and then going again to 1 hour, which would be 4 o'clock. Time elapsed would be 1 hour, or 60 minutes, because you need to keep them all in the same units. So 60 minutes, and then the next hour would be 5 o'clock. And that would be in another hour, 60 minutes, and then 6 o'clock would be one more hour. And then because we are using the Make 60 approach, and we cannot jump to the following hour, which would be 7 o'clock, we are going to make 6:15, and that would be 15 minutes. And then to get to 45, we would have to add 30 minutes. So 6:15 to 6:45 would be 30 minutes. And then looking at our same scratch piece of paper and looking at the set model, we can add together the 3 hours. So there's 1, 2, 3, and we have 1, 2, 3 right there. So we have 3 hours. And then looking at what we have left, we have 15 and 30 minutes. So 15 minutes plus 30 minutes is 45 minutes, meaning Cameron was at band practice for 3 hours and 45 minutes. So that is how we can use elapsed time, or how we can find elapsed time using a linear and set model.